she called up here and she was asking or wondering why or would it, how could you in her date or whatever throughout while you're still in the process. And I'm like, wait, what? And and so yeah, he's like, yeah, are you guys like hanging out? You can't be doing that. I was like, no. Nah. And he's like, well, if you are hanging out, um, he's like, if you are hanging out, um, hold on, sorry about that. Okay, so he's like, yeah, if you're hanging out, um, you actually have to do that on camera. It can't just be, where you just show up and you know, it has to go through the process. So she would need to come in, do her interviews, catch her interviews up, sit down, talk to Tommy, and and get everything caught up and back on track. And I'm like, that wasn't like where I was trying to get to or whatever. But there was one of the producers who, and he ended up leaving the show a little bit earlier, but he was like, yeah, why don't you see if we could get Tina to come back in and do her interviews, or whatever. And, that way she gets her checks flowing because I think they were holding up her checks or something like that. And he's like, that way she could, get the checks coming back through. And then, she can get caught up with the show and, we can edit her and then, um, we won't edit her wrong, basically. And he's like, I was like, well, why don't you call? And he's like, well, we're blocked. So she blocked like everybody from production. And so there was one, two, three, there's like four producers there at the time, and they was like, so could you give her a call for us? And I was like, yeah, I don't mind doing that. And then and I said, okay, and she answered, and I was like, look, the folks are here, like they want you to come in and get caught up with your interviews, get your checks going, and if you're going to end it, they want you to at least sit down and talk to Tommy, and then, you go about your way. I think they needed to have the storyline, good, like, because, it just looks weird, Tommy's sitting there waiting on you, and then nobody shows up, so it looks weird. And and she said, okay. And I said, well, you need to call the EP, the executive producer. And so she said she was going to call him. I was like, you going to call him now? And she said, yeah. And I said, all right, cool. And then I had called or told the producer that was sitting next to me. I was like, well, she said she would call and try to get caught up. And then he's like, okay. And we waited. They waited. And then he's like, she never called. And so I was like, well, let me just give her a holler back to see, what, what was our plan? Well, it turns out I called back and then I was blocked. I was like, okay, well, I guess I'm with the producers now. And that was it. Like that was the last, it was like the last conversation I had with them. And then, I show up to the joint, the reunion joint, and boom, just like that. I was like, wait, what? So yeah, I'm waiting secretly on my, oh, thank you. I'm secretly waiting on my book deal to come through. And I'm gonna have to roll with Amazon and see what the hell is what. And yeah, what's up? What's up, Geraldine? Um, yeah, so that's what it is. Oh, I got somebody trying to get in my joint. Let me see what's up. I'll give you 5 minutes if you want to come through and what's up?
Oh shit.
Oh shit is right. What's up?
Hi. So
Uh,
this reunion was crazy. It was
yeah.
so wild. I guess like what I really want to know, and
Mhm.
just I just hope you can be honest about it, because a couple of people have been talking about this. Like, did you really go on to find love? Like,
I didn't. I won't say that I was going on to find that. I mean, because that is meant.